Be competitive. Now, what is being competitive? Well, being competitive is competing against others in a certain subject or in a certain activity. And it's seeing who will win in what, or who will be better at what. Now, I think everybody has a little bit of competition inside of them, but some of them have been stripped away from them, or they just don't need it, when in reality they actually do. Now, if you're in school right now or you've graduated, you probably can relate to this, but in school, they don't really teach you how to be competitive, you know? They don't really teach you that competitive energy, that competitive aggression, all that stuff. They only teach you about, math, science, and how to get a degree, how to go to college and university. And well, to be fair, I mean, that's there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you want to pursue a degree or pursue in a certain field, or want to go to college and go to get a good job, go ahead. That's totally fine. Nothing against that. I respect you for doing that. But if you're a guy who feels like he was born for something greater and to do something more than school, well, I want you to listen very carefully to this video, bro, because it's going to apply a lot to you or to anybody in general. And it's basically about how to be competitive and how competitiveness actually helps you grow in your self-improvement journey. And it helps you be more confident. Now, I want to say a quick little story about how I experienced competitiveness in my life one day. I was in a soccer team one day, actually. And I was, training hard with my boys and the mates. We were just training hard, trying to obviously go pro and be the best, right? And there was this kid, we'll call him Josh, right? Josh, he was a very good player. I mean, he played at a pretty high level, but he would come train with us, for fun, right? And everybody would see him and they would all get scared and be like, oh, look, Josh is here. Oh, respect him, And sure, like, the guy was a pretty good player, right? But I noticed that everybody like treated him as if he was like a Roman emperor, a freaking king or some shit, And I was like, what the frick? Like, this guy's just a normal player. He's not Messi. He's not Ronaldo. He's not just a normal player, right? Why do you guys praise him so much, right? And then, well, the guy was a little bit cocky too, so that kind of made me feel like, why is everybody, being scared of him, right? So, right, we were training and all that. We're, doing the drills and everything, and towards the end of the practice, we were doing like 5v5s, right? 7v7, first team wins, yada yada. And we were playing normal or everything, right? And Josh was going against me, right? And he was like coming at me with the ball, right? The game started. He grabbed the ball and he just, tried going against me, but instead he passed it, right? And in that moment, the competitiveness in me like sparked. I was like, hey Josh, take me on, go against me, beat me, and me doing that sparked competitiveness like this. Josh was like, oh really? And Josh says, all right, bet, let's see. So then he ended up grabbing the ball and going in front of me and trying to take me on. And sure, the first time he took me on, the second time I beat him, okay? And then now it was my turn, all right? So most low testosterone pussy guys would have probably freaking given up and said, "Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, here's the ball. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I'm a little low test." But a real man and a real person who wants to freaking be the best and improve doesn't back down from these situations. So it was my turn. So they gave him the ball, and I was like, "All right, bet, let's go." So I went against him, 1v1, doing skills. He ended up beating me. But the second time, I got the ball. I got a bit more courage. Boom, I took him on. Okay, and all the people were like, "Oh no way!" Ooh, they were all like, "Ooh," and well, after that, we just kept going back and forth. Me and him, we were just like going against each other and all the other stuff. And then, like, one guy was like, "Oh," one guy said, "Oh, you suck," yada yada. And then in my head, I'm just like, yeah, if you're telling me I suck, well, guess who's the one that went against the best player 1v1? I did. You didn't have the courage to do it, but I did. And that's what competitiveness is being competitive against others, wanting to be better, not being afraid of going against people who are better than you. Because I want you to understand that competitiveness teaches you so much, it gives you confidence, it's fun. You feel adrenaline, that nerve-wracking you feel when you're competitive going against someone. And sure, you will fail sometimes going against other people. That's the best part. because you either win or fail. You win, amazing, keep working. You fail, it sucks, but failure teaches you so much. You fail, you learn, and try again, and continue. So I just want to be realistic with you. If you don't have competition in your life today, you need to find some, because competition helps you grow faster. Because if you don't have competition, to be honest, your progress and your journey of improving your life will be very slow. It won't grow like this. So have competition, bro. Like, I just want you to imagine, like, you're in a situation where the whole crowd is watching and it's you against somebody that's really good. You just imagine the adrenaline you're gonna feel, the nerve-wracking, the fun, the confidence you feel in that moment. Just I want you to just imagine that. That's what it feels like to be competitive with others. It's like a good feeling, and it helps you so much grow. And if you want to learn more about how to empower your confidence, and learn step-by-step ways and things you can do to empower your confidence and be more confident in your life, make sure you join my private community down below, where I teach men how to empower their confidence and be confident in all aspects of life. So yeah, bro. What I want you to do today, bro, is it's very simple, okay? I want you to listen to me right now, all right? Forget everything, all right? I want you to focus solely on this video right now, okay? What I want you to do today is, whatever you do, it can be sports, business, health, money-wise, on school, whatever. I want you to find someone that's better than you at something, all right? I want you to find that person and think about it in your head, all right? Now, I want you tomorrow, or whenever you see that person, I want you to challenge them. I want you to challenge them to whatever you have to do, okay? Like an example for me. If I see a soccer player that's better than me, I'm going to go ask him and say, hey, bro, like, do you want to go 1-against-1? Do you want to, see who's the first one to get megged? Okay? That's an example, all right? And that's what I want you to do today, all right? And start thinking about it. All right, who's your competition? And challenge that person. Or challenge anybody that's better than you. Or it could be someone that's not better than you, okay? But I just want you to get into that mindset of competition, because it will help you become more confident, you'll grow more, and you'll learn more, and you will become better, okay? Hope this video helps, bro. And remember, I believe in you, but God believes in you more. See you later.